Hi, I'm Jane Conner-ziser, and in this session I'm going to show you a quick and easy exercise to get some practice with your Wacom pen and tablet, plus develop some great painting skills. I've got Corel Painter open right now, but you can open whatever painting program you might have. I'm going to make a new document here, just making it, I'll set it to inches, and we'll make it 8 by 8 inches here. And I'll do it at about 150 dpi. Okay, there we go. So we have a little canvas to work on here. The next thing that we're going to do is come up here into the upper left corner here, and we're going to access our just any brush that you want to right now. I'm just going to take this airbrush right here and choose the digital airbrush, picking a color that I see from my little color wheel there. I'm just going to make a blob, just like that. Okay, then we're going to go into the blender category, and I'm going to choose on this one the smear, just to start off with here, and set it for about 100%. I'm going to then begin to change this blob into another shape. I think I'd like to make it like a swamp full of water with some grasses and things up on top of it. So I'm going to begin by just pulling out. I've got a rather large brush, a 25 pixel brush here to start. And I'm just going to start pulling out some of this color. This is such a great exercise to show you really how computers do paint. And you see that it is, as I'm working with this, I can pull out my horizon line here, but then if I want to bring in some white, computers will see the canvas color as paint as well. So you can make this a little more horizontal. I can put in some little ripples in the water here, like this. Alright. And then as I get to the top, perhaps I'll choose a little bit smaller brush. We'll drop down to about a size 10 or 15. And I'm going to start pulling up some grasses. Notice that by going over the same place again and again and again, you can extend the length of these little branches. And this is how you begin to sculpt when you're working with paint, because painting is a lot like dancing, and it's a lot like sculpting. So if you don't like the way that your paint looks, you need to look and analyze where you're putting the stylus down and what color you're dragging with you. Like right now I'm shortening here and building a little grass pad. And then over here I'm going to put a little tributary here, another little branch on this over here. Maybe bring a little branch up here as well. Make my little stems a little narrower by pulling in some white. So you can get quite a lot of things happening here with just a little bit of effort. So I like to do this exercise. I'd advise anybody who's new to using a tablet to doing something like this every day. Just take 10 or 15 minutes. Just a little bit of time like this will really make a difference in the control that you have over the pen. If you want to bring in some leaves on some of these little bushes that the little grasses that we're bringing over here, let's see what we can do about that. Okay, I'm just going to start pulling out some little leaves on the tops like this, and you'll notice that by using the bigger brushes, you're going to have bigger areas that you're moving around, and you can choose some smaller brushes and get some smaller ones. I'm going to see if I can come out with two little leaves here like that, and then pull up some more blue, and let's see if we can make like a little proper flower up here. Little petals and everything. Okay, let's bring some white in on the sides, some of our color back out. How cute is that, eh? A little thinner stem there, a little thinner stem there. Okay, so I think you get the picture here just by trying to move this paint around and create something with it. Tomorrow when you set up to do something like this, maybe instead of taking the smear, maybe you'll try something like the grainy water, again at 100%, and you'll see that this is going to pull the paint in a very different way. Okay, let me just get a little bit bigger brush here so you can see. This is going to give you a little different look to the paint that you're bringing, but the same process is there, in that you continue to pull over one piece and you continue to pull that color up, and you get a very sharp edge definition. As you move across it, you'll see that you get a softer gradation. And so in doing this, this is a great technique that you use for creating folds in fabrics, for instance, because you'll have a a sharp edge here, and then you'll have a very soft one on the other side that creates something that looks like a fold. So this is actually very practical practice for learning how to paint and sculpt and shape things when you're actually working on a painting, and at the same time it gives you great control of the pen. Here's your coarse oily blender. You see this one's going to look much different. So tomorrow when you come in and you choose another one of these blenders, then you're going to come in and you'll be creating a very different looking set of grass and weeds based upon the type of blending tool that you selected to use. Okay? So if you make these little scenes every day, it won't be very long until you have great control over your Wacom pen and tablet, and you have some great painting skills. Thank you for joining me.